Ball inbounded to Markel Johnson. Markel, left of the lane. He'll drive to the basket, shoots it out to Batts. Batts will shoot a three. Good from deep on the right side for LeVar Batts. There's the horn. Virginia proves why it's number 3 in the country and is the top defensive team in the nation. And beating State here in Charlottesville, 68-51.
I love criticism. I think it helps you become better. I think it helps me become better as a coach. Obviously when my peers are telling me, hey, here's a suggestion, you can do this, or you might can get better in this area, I think it helps when you're talking about a player. I think any player, especially an upperclassman talking to a younger kid, it certainly will help that kid grow in certain areas. As you continue to build a culture, you want not just the coaches to hold players accountable. You want their own teammates to hold each other accountable. And so we're trying to get guys to talk about guys about doing better in certain areas and obviously, shooting for some type of perfection.
Make all the right moves in the brand new Nissan Rogue Sport. Now with Nissan Intelligent Mobility Technologies, like automatic emergency braking that can help you stop safely. Automatic emergency braking now on the Nissan Rogue family. Save up to $10,260 on select models or get 0% for up to 72 months on 13 models. Get to Nissan, proud supporter of college athletics.
Your electric cooperative is different. We're local, not-for-profit, and owned by those we serve. Our mission is to provide power at the lowest possible cost with the highest standard of service. We're different in a good way.
Stepping into the unknown, it can be difficult to find the way. But with the compassion of the cross and the security of the shield, obstacles become openings. As we have for over 80 years, we'll continue to light the way, helping you find the right plan with coverage for families in all 100 counties, giving you the power to shine forward to whatever awaits tomorrow. Blue Cross and Blue Shield of North Carolina. Live fearless.
Hey, all you got to do is keep defending. Don't worry about it. We'll make it an ugly game.
I don't think anybody that I played with were sensitive about someone saying, hey, you could do better than this, get over a screen, hey, make sure you block out, hey, stop letting the guy drive to the hole to the right or get to the middle. I think everybody that I played with, and even the guys that I talked to, they were okay because they encouraged it, because they knew I was telling them or they were telling me because it was going to help us win games. I go back to my high school football coach, John Walker, who was a very disciplined man, very organized, had a great disposition about himself. He was always even keel, but he knew how to win and he knew how to motivate without screaming. He was one of those guys that, you know, was very successful as not just a football coach, but as a person. And I think everybody in the building in high school respected him as a person and a football coach. And I learned a lot from him at an early age. And then obviously I worked for some really good guys. Greg White, who was the coach at Marshall University, who taught me so much. Great free-spirited guy, was very passionate about what he does. And then obviously having a chance to work for a Hall of Famer and Rick Pitino, who demanded you know, to compete and, you know, show excellence every day. Those guys are kind of shaped who I am.
Now Batts looking, he gets it into Dorn. Dorn fires a three, got it! He's knocked to the floor. 1:06 to go, one on the shot clock, basket counts, and he'll go to the line for one. Holy cow, two big threes by Torin Dorn down the stretch have been major for State.
I've always been told that if a coach is on you all the time, he sees something in you and, you know, he thinks that you have potential to do more, you know, so once they stop getting on you, that's when you should worry. My dad's coached and he played, so he knows, and he tells me all the time, like, don't worry about what coaches are saying. That's their job to get on you. You know, you got to think like a coach when you're playing. So when decisions are made or a coach is getting on you, you have to think like, would I get on me if, you know, I made the same mistake, or if I, you know, wasn't going as hard as I think I should have.
All on you, TD. That's you and your man. He scored basically because you don't communicate. Last time you got stuck on the screen. The other time you didn't switch the screen. Go.
I know what he wants, and I'm able to, you know, take some of the things that he says and add it to my game, or, you know, take some of the concepts that he has and add it to my life. So.
Good job. Your hand activity was beautiful right there. Very good job. Very good job with your hand activity, man.
He just told me that he wanted me to play with confidence and, you know, become that player that, again, that was, you know, freshman of the year in Conference USA. So he just, you know, shared that with me, that he wanted me to play with confidence and be a main piece to what he's doing here. Being one of the older guys, you have to lead and lead some of the younger guys. We have guys that are freshmen, sophomores, you know, that haven't really played in the ACC that much and haven't really been through those battles. So me being one of the older guys, even though I really didn't play, you know, this is my third year, not really should be a senior age, but it's my third year. It's just been good for me to, you know, be able to help those guys, you know, help those guys along. You know, we got to get better at that and holding each other accountable, holding guys accountable. But it's definitely important on winning teams, and, you know, to move us forward to the next level, we have to hold each other accountable. My dad, he played football, but he never pushed me to play football. He always just pushed me to play whatever I wanted to. You know, my mom, she was the same way, you know, very supportive, very loving. So those are probably the two most, you know, important pieces to me growing up. You know, they always text me some motivational message, or they'll text me just, I love you, you know, keep working hard, and, you know, your dreams will come true. So it's always good to talk to them and, you know, lean on their wisdom that they have. The ups and downs, that's part of life, you know. In life, you never know what's going to be thrown at you. You got to be able to handle it and take it in stride and, you know, run with it. When life gives you lemons, you make orange juice and leave them wondering how you did it, you know. So all those ups and downs, all that roller coaster, like it's all part of the maturity process and growing up and growing into an adult.
We all have to have the same goal, and the goal is to make these kids better every day. Everybody that I've hired has won a championship with me in some capacity, whether, you know, JJ and I played together, or whether they work with me, or they were players for me. It's important that, you know, when you're trying to develop culture and you're trying to build a program, that you have everybody that doesn't have any agendas. And we take the approach that it's not about us, it's about those players. And as long as you can keep that in mind, then I think you'll have a successful program.
When Coach hired me, he said, you know, I didn't hire you to be a graduate assistant. I didn't hire you to be a video guy. I hired you to be a future head coach. And that's something that's always stuck with me, because I want to be a coach. That's why I'm here, and that's why I'm in the position I'm, you know, I'm in right now.
I was a student manager at Louisville, and he came in my second year when I was a sophomore. So I met Coach when he was an assistant up there, and I got started in the video room working because I knew I wanted to get into this coaching world. So I was just in the offices all day and developed a good relationship with Coach, and then he got the job at Wilmington, and he had a video coordinator position open up for me. So he asked me to come down there with him. So I came down there to Wilmington with him, spent 3 years down there with him, and now I'm here.
My role on the staff is, day to day is scouting. During the season is most of my time, and going over, making edits of our games, and making video playbooks and recruiting videos and stuff like that.
My role is to basically have everybody from the coaches to the players on the same page as far as scouting. I'm working one-on-one with an assistant, whoever has the scout. So during a scout, 3 people's eyes are going to be on the team, the opponent, me, the assistant, and Coach Keith. So we're all just trying to be on the same page so we can present a similar scouting report to the guys so they can all understand what's going on. As soon as the game's over, you have to have everything ready for the next day, for the next scout, for the next game. So you're always having to be ahead of the game. So after the game, you get your 5 minutes of, oh, hoorah, and then you got to be working towards the next scout for the next day with the next coach. So you're always ahead. You're always ahead, trying to be ahead of Coach and be ahead of what he wants next, so that he doesn't have to wait. If he wants to see something, you have it ready for him right that moment.
Travis and I do the scout like it's our scout, so it's really a great learning experience, and I can't tell you how much I've learned just being with Coach Keats and his staff, just watching the games and then clipping them up like it's my own scout, and then meeting with the coach, and then then we go over stuff and they'll make changes and different things like that. But it's really kind of special the way that we do it.
I just love the strategy of preparing for games. I love the competition. I love being in the moment of a game and saying, you know what, I saw this play a few games ago in this moment, so I can let the assistant coach know, hey, this is the play they're going to run out of this timeout. So I just love being involved and knowing that I'm playing a part in winning games. My first year, he let me know that if you want to be a head coach, you got to be vocal with me. You got to let me know this is what they're going to do. You need to suggest things, because if you just want to be a video coordinator your whole life, then you'll be fine just doing what you're doing. But if you want to progress in this coaching world, then you need to be, attentive. You need to be doing things more than what you're asked for. I'd love to be a head coach someday, so I knew as a manager, and I've been an ops guy, I've been a video coordinator, that I'm working all the way up from the bottom, so when I get there someday, that I've been in every aspect of every role in this college basketball world.
You got me falling hard, sweet baby, you got me falling hard for you. And still, I felt this way before, you know it's true. And still, you got me more and more. Oh, you got me falling hard.
Look, there's no law that says your truck can only haul gravel. Introducing the new 2018 Ford F-150 with best-in-class towing, best-in-class payload, and best-in-class torque. The F-150 lineup has the capability to get big things to big places big time. So bring out your ATVs, your campers, your Palominos. Hey, you're not always working, but your truck is. This is the new 2018 Ford F-150. It doesn't just raise the bar, pal. It is the bar.
There's something out there, driving you, calling you, pulling you in, closer and closer. And once you find it, it starts all over again. Where will your curiosity take you?
Stepping into the unknown, it can be difficult to find the way. But with the compassion of the cross and the security of the shield, obstacles become openings. As we have for over 80 years, we'll continue to light the way, helping you find the right plan with coverage for families in all 100 counties, giving you the power to shine forward to whatever awaits tomorrow. Blue Cross and Blue Shield of North Carolina. Live fearless.
Markel and LeVar, pick your teams. Defensive teams, get ready to go. Let's go oldest to youngest. Nard, first one on defense. Whoa, that's a big pick right there. Really? Hell no. And you got a nice cut too. Okay. Got Malik, second pick in the draft. Got TD. What with TD as a defender? I like it, TD. Great respect right there. You got Devin as a defender? Wow.
I think when you look at a coach, a coach certainly we wear a lot of hats. You got to be a father figure. Sometimes you got to sit down and talk to him as a great friend with that type of respect. But I think as a mentor, you've got to do everything off the court right. I think it's important that the kids get a chance to see you as a father. I think they get a chance to see you as an educator, someone off the court that one day when the basketball stops dribbling, they can see themselves being you.
Come on, you say you want to be a pro and it takes you 40 minutes to wake up? Let's go, man. Get down, pressure, get in, sprinter. Get in. Good, sit down. Good decal, going up, hands, rebound that. Oh, great defense right there. A lot better, a lot better. Now we're up, Communicate, talk, okay? We're switching, right now we're switching 1, 2, 3, and 4, string with the 5, all right? Let's get ready to go, okay? Pull to the ball and meet him at the elbow. Because right now you're coming in and you're reaching in on everything. Stop doing that. Get in. Good, stop. Good job, baseline. Good job, great.
Jerry Hahn back courtside at PNC Arena as we count you down to Wake Forest at State. Big 4 matchup here tonight in snowy Raleigh.
Let's cure all our weaknesses today, okay? Making sure that we got better in those areas, okay? Those have been our breakdowns. We got to get better at that. I mean this, and I'm not just joking. Somebody's going to have a breakout game, and we're going to have a hell of a defensive game, and somebody's going to be in trouble tonight. All right, let's go, man. Let's go. Hard work. 1, 2, 3. Hard work. Let's go.
Pack 12-6 overall, 2-3 in the ACC, and a sparkling 11-1 here at PNC Arena. Pack shooting at the goal to our left here in the first half. Here's Beverly on a pick and roll to Yurtseven. Mid-lane shot up good. He wings it to the left side, and Crawford down low for Darrell Moore. Hook shot up good over Yurtseven. Brown will motor to the foul line to Wilbekin. 3-ball right of the key on the way, good. Here's Brown between the rings, picks up his dribble. He's in trouble. Dorn all over it, pass on the wing, picked off by Freeman. Here's Al down the floor, layup good. Swings it left side to Freeman. Yurtseven screens Freeman. Back to Yurtseven on a pick and pop. Left wing shot is up good by Yurtseven. Here's Crawford lobbing inside for the jam by Darrell Moore. Wilbekin driving, stops, left of the lane, fires. Shot partially blocked by Abu, picked up by Yurtseven. To Beverly, headman pass to Abu. Abu fumbles it, picks it up, jams it. Hand off to Brown. Now to Crawford, drives left baseline. Tough shot, banks it in over Abu. 15:26 to go. Here's Beverly to Yurtseven. Fires for 3 straight on, and he hits it.
Keep pushing, get out and run. He's the point guard, you got a feel right here. Come on, stop fouling at the end of the shot clock. Play great defense, don't do that.
Johnson off a screen, throws to Hunt. Hunt fakes for 3, gets the 2-3 zone to Johnson. Jump pass down low to Dorn, beautiful layup good. Here's Johnson with it to the point at Beverly, back to Markel. He'll launch another long distance shot. He hit it for 3, deep right. Gets it to Al Freeman, drives to the foul line, stops, bounces to Yurtseven for a jam. By Mitchell, driving all the way to the basket, turns the corner, layup good.
We gave up a layup right here, and we gave up a layup on the other end. Come on, man. It's changing, TD. That's your last mistake. Let's go.
7:40 to go. Wilbekin stops, fires for 3, got it. Nobody came and got him. Wilbekin double, drives all the way to the basket. Underneath the Moore, layup good. With Childress getting the outlet. Down the floor for a fast break layup, good by Crawford. Timeout State.
Stop having the breakdown. It's a breakdown that's killing you. Come on, we've given them right now 7 points off breakdown.
Fires for 3, off the back iron. No, Beverly gets the rebound. Tries to pass and gets it in low to Dorn. Dorn amongst the trees scores.
Wow, what a tough shot.
State ball, 3:08 to go first half. Here's Beverly driving, right wing, stops right elbow, pops, hits. Here's a pass up the floor to Al Freeman, drives, scores, and a foul. Outlet pass to Wilbekin. Wilbekin to the line, down the lane, feeds it to Woods for a long 3 right wing, and it rims in. 38-33 Deacons. Bats triggers it in for State. Gets it into Al Freeman. Freeman with 2 seconds behind the arc, drives left baseline, fadeaway jumper at the horn, no good. And that's a half. Wake Forest will go into the locker room, leading State here in Raleigh by 5.
We got to get some stops, and then when we get our chances, we got to make our shots. Because you're going to get open looks, we told you. You're going to get open looks. But we can't let them rip and run up and down the floor and shoot 51% from the floor and 43% from the three-point line. Stop saying how good you want to be. And just be it. That's all you got to do. Just stop saying it. I don't want nobody to tell me, let's go, come on. Just stop playing, man. Just everybody take a deep breath when you go back out in the second half and just play and have as much fun as you can. That's what it is. It's basketball. I told you guys, you're great people, man. Just play. You're putting too much emphasis in you. You're frustrating yourself and all that, and nobody's mad at you other than yourself. I got no problems with anything that you did offensively. I don't like breakdowns. I don't like miscommunication breakdowns. I don't like when the ball's on the floor and we don't dive and get it. And I see that Wake Forest got 2 guys on the floor and we're standing watching. Okay? Get out and run. Get out and talk. Late shot clock. We got to stop shooting yourself in the foot. You just got to come and play, man. Don't let the league get away from you. Do it on the defensive end. Our shots will fall. Not worry about your shots. Get past your shots. They'll go in the second half, all right? Let's go. Come on.
Outlet pass to Beverly. Beverly fires for 3. Good in transition. 44-38. Pack working it around the perimeter. Here's Abuka. The year 7 free throw line jumper. Good. Here's Woods driving Dorn to the basket. Shoots the runner. Good. Left baseline to year 7. Fires again. Misses. Rebound Bats. 1 dribble back up. Banks it in. Right wing to Dorn. Left hand dribble. Turns the corner. Down the lane he goes. Sets it to Beverly for a left wing 3. Good. Johnson drives to his right. Now he's doubled. Whips a hook pass back to Yurt 7 for a straight on 3. Got it. Big ball. Keep it up. Now gets it away to Beverly. Hook pass to Yurt 7. Shoots the baseline jumper. Good from the left side. I think we're going to have a game that runs right down to the end here tonight. Here's Beverly driving the lane underneath the 3-man. Leonard scores. Top of the key, drives down the lane. Reverse layup won't go. Rebound pulled down by Freeman to Beverly. Long down the floor to Johnson. Fast break layup. Good. Jump shot in the air for 3, missed it. And it's tipped up by Yurt 7 high off the glass, no good. Yurt 7 follows his own miss and scores. Drives left to the basket, puts it up over Yurt 7, no good. Jam back try by Moore, no good. Jams it back in.
Oh, if the big guy goes up, stay up top. Stay inside like that.
Wake inbounds out of the timeout, full court pressure. Ball goes to Wilbekin, Bats is on him. Gives it up to Crawford, back to Wilbekin. Wilbekin throws it across to, no, Crawford did get it across the timeline. 10-second violation. Johnson will bring it back across. 1:56 remaining in the game. We're tied at 63. Pass to Yurt 7 in the midcourt area. Bangs off him. Johnson picks it up. Johnson drives right to the lane. Stops. Pops. Hits. Wow. Big shot by Markel Johnson. Crawford will drive. Crawford all the way to the basket. Scoop to the hoop. Banks and missed the shot. Yurt 7 tips it out. Bats got it. Here's Beverly. Left wing. Drives left baseline. Now he's shut off on a double team. Scoops it to Dorn. Free throw line jumper. Good by Torin Dorn. Another big shot for Dorn near the end of the ball game. Here's Childress up the floor. They're going to let him go to the basket. Kicks it out to Woods for a long right wing 3. Air ball. And it's rebounded there by Spencer Newman. He'll give it up, and that's the horn, and the ball game is over. State ends the ball game on an 11-0 run and beats the Deacons 72-63.
Your electric cooperative is different. We're local, not for profit, and owned by those we serve. Our mission is to provide power at the lowest possible cost with the highest standard of service. We're different in a good way.
Make all the right moves in the brand new Nissan Rogue Sport. Now with Nissan Intelligent Mobility Technologies, like automatic emergency braking that can help you stop safely. Automatic emergency braking now on the Nissan Rogue family. Save up to $10,260 on select models or get 0% for up to 72 months on 13 models. Get to Nissan, proud supporter of college athletics.
You got me falling hard, sweet baby, got me falling hard for you. And still, I felt this way before, you know it's true. And still, you got me more and more. Oh, you got me falling hard.
There's something out there driving you, calling you, pulling you in closer and closer. And once you find it, it starts all over again. Where will your curiosity take you?
This portion of Wolfpack Hustle is presented by Coca-Cola Zero Sugar, bringing real Coke taste with 0 calories and 0 sugar to Wolfpack fans everywhere. That's a great character win, because what happens in these type of games, and every ACC game is going to be like that. You're going to have your ups and downs, okay? But you got to be able to take whatever some team is dishing out to you, and you got to accept it. But you got to come out and you got to fight. And we did a great job, because you had plenty of opportunities to put your head down. Okay, and you stuck in there and you battled and you battled. That's a great win. It's an unbelievable win because we did it as a group. So keep building on it now. We cut out, listen to me, we cut all our dumb mistakes in the second half, and teams can't score when you cut your mistakes off.
Mission accomplished for me is having every kid that I have in this program graduate. I think that's important. That's the main goal. Whether they're good enough to become a pro after a freshman or sophomore year, for me, coming back, getting their degree is the most important thing. That's the thing that we talk about with parents when we recruit them. And that's important, it's dear to me. The other part of it is being able to see one day these young men are gonna have to raise a family. And one day they're gonna get married, and being able to treat their wife with respect and show their kids how to be men in the world. And last but not least, being able to play basketball at a high level, getting better every day that you compete. And so when that time does come when you can play professional basketball, you're prepared to do that.
I always knew I wanted to coach. My mom's been coaching for 25 years, for as long as I've been alive. So I've been in the gym since I was born.
A couple of my friends are accountants, and they talk about how much they hate going to work, and they work long hours. I mean, they honestly we probably work comparable hours, 60, 70, 80 hours a week, sometimes during the season. And I just think about, man, I mean, I get to do what I love for a living, sometimes it's stressful, and then obviously, when we beat teams like Duke and, beat Clemson, anytime, winning, that cures everything. That makes it all worth it for me.
Those are things that nobody can take from you. The shots you make and the plays that you make in games like that, those are things that you can tell your kids, and they can watch the highlights and see, like, oh, my dad did this, Same thing, same way I look at my dad and the things that he did, It's things that you just never forget. They live on forever.